Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Anique Dean. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. This is my fourth video on YouTube, and so I'm getting excited and I'm coming up with ideas and things to share with you guys. And I thought, lots of you on here likely know me, and you're just being, at this point, you're being good friends and good people that I know and just like checking out what I'm doing, and I appreciate that. If you're new to me and you don't know me, maybe you do know me but you don't know my story, I'm going to just share with you kind of my background a little bit and why I'm here. And there's so many different things I want to share with you guys. I'm trying to get it condensed down, and so I really want to hear what you guys want to hear about. But to give you a bit of my background, I'm a mom. I am a Canadian wife. We live in the cold north of Canada. Well, right now it's the middle of winter. I'm a former teacher, and my husband and I have 5 kids together. They're all ours together. We're not a blended family. I often get asked that. We have 4 boys, 1 girl, 1 set of twins, and we had them before my oldest was 7. I think he turned 7 about like 9 days after we had our youngest. And so my background was I was teaching. I knew at 4 years old I wanted to be a mom. I knew at 4 years old I was going to have this. I don't know why I had these such traditional kind of value systems, but I was going to have like a really amazing, handsome husband who was kind and nice and smart and all the things that you dream of as a little girl. And I wanted a really big family. I always thought I'd have 4 kids, and I thought I would have 3 boys and a girl, in that order. And I don't know, this is just what I felt. And as I grew up and I met my husband, and then I became a teacher, and I taught grade 7 for years. We lived in my home province where we grew up, have lived here my whole life, started teaching, had 1 baby, had another baby. If you've watched my last video, I talk about kind of 15 years ago when I first was introduced to like the law of attraction, and I just got my mind thinking differently. And so at that point, March 2007, I can remember it clearly, was a really pivotal moment in my life. It was one of those moments where things start to shift. And so I just really got to dreaming again at 32 years old. I started to dust off my dreams because I had all these dreams as a little girl and then as a teen and in my early 20s, and I was checking them all off the list, and then I was like, okay. And I just felt like there was something where I was like, I was so happy in life, things were good, but I was like, I just feel like there's something more, and I'm not sure what it is. And I don't know if you've ever felt that way or if you can relate to that. I've gone through that myself actually recently. Thus why I've started this channel now 15 years later, after my initial, there's something more. And so at that point, I wrote out this big wish list. I really started focusing on gratitude. I really started focusing my mind, especially when I went to bed, my gratitude, but then also on like what I wanted to create for our family and for our life. And things started to come together. And so I told you last week that the first thing I wrote on my wish list in my law of attraction journey was 2 more healthy babies. I wrote out my big gratitude list, and then I wrote out 2 more healthy babies. And within months, I was pregnant with our twins, which was like, oh my gosh, I actually have it written down. And I still have a little coil ring notebook that I wrote all these, my very first gratitude list and my very first wish list down in. And another thing on there was a way to stay home with my kids. Because once I found out, I knew I wanted more kids, but now all of a sudden I was going to have 4 under 4. My husband was just finishing off his big CA designation. He's a chartered accountant, a chartered professional accountant. And so I was like, I was teaching. I was just going to be going back off of maternity leave. I was already pregnant. I had all these things, and I knew, I was like, oh, I just want to be able to stay home. I just want to be able to stay home while the kids are little. That's where it started. While they're little, I want to be able to be home. And that's when I came across the business that I have run for the last just over 14 years. And so was not looking for it, was scared what everyone would think of me, did not want to be a pushy sales lady. I'm a teacher. I was raised by 2 teachers, like no business background, but at the same time, I had this desire, and I had made this list, and it's like things start to transpire. So it's not always how you expect them to come together, right? One of the other things I wanted was a closer relationship with my brother. That was on my wish list. His now wife, she was his girlfriend at the time, joined me in business. So we travel together, we're in business together, we do lots together. It's like, it just forged that. All these things I actually put on my wish list, that Brent will be able to be home with me. Like, how the heck is that going to happen? I don't know. I don't want to raise all these babies by myself. And all of these things we wanted to buy rental property. We wanted to buy a lakefront cabin. And it all started with writing this list and focusing on it and thinking about it. And then the goals that came with that, which I'm going to do a next call on goals. But I started this business. I was so scared. And sometimes you have to lean into that fear. And I think when you put it out there what you want, there is a plan, I believe, before we arrive here at in this lifetime. But I also feel like we do have choice in with the direction it goes. And you have to watch for those breadcrumbs in front of you that are leading you and guiding you when you're putting it out there what you want in the world. And again, that's why I've started this YouTube video, our YouTube channel with all of you guys. And so I started my business, you guys. Again, I was like, wish and hope and a dream. I'm like, maybe it'll work out. I don't know. I like people and, I'm a teacher, so I'll give it a shot. I'll kind of go for it. Home-based, could work it around my life when it worked for me at my own pace, all the things. And within a year, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really working. And I was having fun. I was having so much fun. I was attracting the most amazing people to my life through this business. We moved to a new house and all these things, a new neighborhood, which is, again, I thought where we are now in the house I'm sitting in right now, I thought we'd be here for a few years, but like we've grown these really deep roots and it's just all come together. Another year later, 2 years into my business, I was at the top level of my company and you guys, I had time. I was working 15 to 20 hours a week around my life. I got to do life first and then work my business around life. And that was huge for me. And it's interesting because if you've had any moms watching, any parents watching, and if you've had babies as a woman and you've ever gone through that postpartum time, and then with twins, the issue of postpartum depression, the likelihood of it goes up a lot with twins. It's a common thing that can happen. It's just a little pretty stressful time and your hormones are out of whack and all the things. And my mom would say to you, your first year in business, because I literally started my business when I was 7.5 months pregnant with the twins. She goes, it got you through that first year with the twins because you had something else other than, diapers and nursing and bath time and baby puke and diapers and nursing and nap time, all that can just get into that cycle. Plus, I had a 22-month-old when we had the twins and a 4-year-old and no local family. And it was tax season. Tax season was starting and my husband's a tax accountant. And so I had all these obstacles that I could have looked at, but I looked at this and thought if I put a little bit of time outside of my husband's work hours to working and building this business and, and doing the things that I was told, here's the checklist, do the things. I definitely took action. It wasn't like it was just a fluke and I lucked out. I really, really worked at it daily and consistently. Consistency is huge in getting results in your life when you put a goal out there, just like this YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm going to be showing up. I'm going to be doing these every day. No, it's okay. Not every day. Every week for a year. It might morph into twice a week. I'm not sure yet. We're going to just see how it goes. But I know I'm just following my gut instinct. And I'm like, I have no idea. I might only have 5 people ever watch this, which would be my mom and my dad, my husband, and maybe a couple of my kids. My kids are giving me plugs, which they're so lovely. But here's the thing. If I wouldn't have thought the thoughts to dream the dreams and then kept coming back to them and focusing on and being like, it's possible. Why not me? Why not me? I'm going to go for it. And then these things started coming into place. The house came up for us to buy, to get into rental. This business opportunity came up. I had every reason to say no, but I was like, well, what have I got to lose? I got to try it. I don't know how different our life would be, to the point that because of this business, my husband was then able to choose to say, you know what, I'm going to come home for a few years when we had our 5th baby. So then we had our 5th baby And this little cute little business that I thought I was going to start for a couple of years turned into something that I then, it's been now 14 years and I'm still loving it, still doing it. And what I love about it is I still get to then also lean into some of my other interests and hobbies and things that I'm passionate about, like getting to chat with you guys and hang out with you guys. So what I want you to take from this is, wherever you are right now, it's never too late to start dreaming. I'm still dreaming now. And I remember my husband being like, well, when is it going to be enough? Like, you always have goals. I'm like, when I die, like, for me, learning and growing and chasing after new things is exactly what fuels me and excites me and what I'm passionate about. And I guess also inspiring other people to do that. So take the class, go back to school. If you wanted to be a nurse, go become a nurse. Like, don't not do the things. Write the book, do the YouTube channel, start the business, begin painting, begin writing, whatever it is. Start teaching fitness classes. Do the thing that you've been dreaming about. And it does, I know there's people who are going to be watching this, they're like, oh, it's easy for you to say, you're younger. I'm 46 and I'm stepping out and starting something brand new that I've never done before. Why not you too? It doesn't matter. And I know that when I'm 75, there's going to be new things that I'm going to be learning and going after, because that's just who I am and how I am. So I hope this inspires you to be like, what about me? Why not you? What do you dream about? What has always been in the back of your head, but you've just been too scared to lean into it and to try it? I want to challenge you to like dig into that a little bit. And why not? Take a class, check it out. Start asking questions to others, and you're going to see that people are going to be like, well, why don't you do that? It'll start to come up. I had so many people over the last 5 years say to me, you should start a YouTube channel, that I finally was like, okay, what have I got to lose? I'm going to go for it. So I'm hoping you're going to go for it too. I hope you keep hanging out with me. Mondays is my day that I'm going to be posting a new video every week, and I'd love to hear what you want to hear about. I have, like I said, 15 years of personal growth and development knowledge, 14 years of building a business to the top of our company, and I'm also been a mom for over 18 years of 5 kids while I did it all. I got to be a mom and have a really amazing marriage along the side of it all as well, which is the best. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Take care. Subscribe, like, share if you enjoyed what you heard. And like I said, let me know if there's anything you want me to chat about in this next year and beyond. Take care, guys.